Good day, CM1. Welcome back to English class. I hope that everyone is doing well and that you are ready for the new week. Today, we are going to be doing lesson 13. We are still on unit 3. Do you like spicy food? Can you repeat? Good. Do you like spicy food? Good job. Right. Okay, we are going to take our student books and we are going to turn to page 18, language practice. So everyone please take your books. We are going to turn to this page, page 18, language practice. I am going to be reading the language practice. Please listen and repeat after me. The simple present, okay? So something that is happening now, okay? Right, I will read and then when I do this, it is your turn or when I keep quiet. Right. Do you like fish? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, so obviously when somebody asks us a question, we can only give one answer. You can't say yes, I do, no, I don't. You have to give one answer. But because we are practicing now, we are going to do both answers. Okay. Second one, does Chuck like noodles? Does Chuck like noodles? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do they like pizza? Do they like pizza? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Okay, right, next one. Okay, so now you will say what you like and what you don't like, or what another person likes and what they don't like. Okay. I like shrimp, but I don't like salmon. Okay, so the L in salmon is silent. I like shrimp, but I don't like salmon. Good job. Dora likes chicken, but she doesn't like beef. Dora likes chicken, but she doesn't like beef. Dora and Chuck like beans, but they don't like noodles. Dora and Chuck like beans, but they don't like noodles. Fantastic, good job. Okay, right, I will play introduction video. We have 2 videos for today's class. We have an introduction video, which is about what is your favorite food. What is your favorite food? So you just listen to that. It's good for you to get into today's topic. And then we have the food video, which is the guessing game, okay? So you will going to watch that. And then, obviously, while you're waiting, you can guess, I can see this food. And then I will tell you what to do after that, okay? So what will happen is, okay, intro video, you just listen, you just watch. And then the guessing game, you have to answer the questions, okay? You have to answer the questions. So I'm going to give you an activity or a set of questions that you have to do, okay? This is what you have to do. You have to make a question and answer. I'm going to give you a food name, right? Food name, let's say apple, lemon, pizza, hamburger. I'll give you some food name. And then you have to make a question about that food and an answer. Okay, for example, all your questions must start with do you like? Okay, do you like and then the food name I gave you, right? And then if you like it, you will say yes, I like the food name I gave you. If you don't like it, then you say no, I don't like the food name, okay? So only choose one. Choose one answer, yes or no answer. You cannot choose both, okay? You cannot say, yes, I like apples, I don't like apples. You have to choose one. So, for example, if I give you the food, which is apples, you will then make a sentence, do you like apples? If I give you food, banana, then you will say, do you like bananas? And then if you yourself like apples, then you will say, yes, I like apples. But if you don't like apples, then you will say, no, I don't like apples. So I'm going to give you 10 foods that you are going to answer on, okay? So it's the same 10 foods from the guessing video. So first food is pizza. Then you have to make your sentence, do you like? If you like it, yes, I do. If you don't like it, no, I don't, okay? Pizza, salad, spaghetti, sushi, hamburgers, bread, sandwiches, steak, tacos, and chicken. Okay, so you're going to make your sentences with do you like and then the food name and put your answer. If you like it, yes. If you don't like it, then no, I don't like, and then the food name. Please remember to always answer in full sentences, okay? Don't just say no or yes. Yes, I like blah, 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 or no, I don't like oranges, okay? So you have to answer in full sentences. Okay, now we're going to go to our books. Page 18, language practice, and you're going to look at this chart, right? We have two people. We have Chuck and we have Dora, okay? So Chuck loves beef, pizza, hamburgers. Please repeat the food. Beef, pizza, hamburgers. Good, okay. So now let's make a sentence. Chuck loves beef, pizza, and hamburgers. Okay. Now let's look at what Dora loves. Dora loves, okay, let's go through the food first. Vegetables, rice, soup. Dora likes vegetables. Dora likes rice. Dora likes soup. Okay, good. Now let's look at likes for Chuck. Chuck likes beans, onions, and sushi. Let's go. Chuck likes beans, onions, and sushi. Let's look at what Dora likes. Chicken, beans, sushi. Dora likes chicken, beans, and sushi. Good, okay. Now let's look at what Chuck doesn't like. Okay, let's look at what Chuck and Dora don't like. Okay, Chuck doesn't like noodles and soup. Okay, and Dora doesn't like beef, noodles, and onions. Good. Okay, let's look at what they hate. Right? Hate is beyond doesn't like. You really, really don't like. That's hate. Okay. Chuck hates vegetables and rice. Dora hates pizza and hamburgers. Okay, good. So what you're going to do is you are going to look at the chart and look at the name and look at if it says like, then under like, you write what they like. If doesn't like, then write doesn't like, okay? Don't, doesn't, does, and so on, okay? Fill in the chart, okay? Using these words here on top, okay? Loves, likes, doesn't like, hates, okay? Right. Then there's number 2. Number 2, you are alone. There's no pair. So you have to do it alone. You have to do number 2 alone. Okay. You have to do number 2 alone. Write more questions about Chuck and Dora, then ask and answer the questions. Okay. So you will go back to the charts. And then look at hates. Chuck hates vegetables. So you can ask the question, does Chuck, okay, number one example is, do Chuck and Dora like beef, right? Then you have to, and you write the answer. Then do they like beef? Okay, like. Chuck, nope, there's no beef here, right? Dora doesn't like beef. And Chuck loves beef, okay? So if your answer is, does Chuck, let's see, beef. Does Dora like beef? And then here, beef, she doesn't like it. Dora doesn't like beef, okay? Right, okay, Dora, and then what about Chuck? Does Chuck like beef? Chuck loves beef, okay? All right, okay. So you would say Chuck loves beef, but Dora doesn't like beef, okay? Something like that, okay? So you will make the sentences. You will make 3 sentences, 2, 3, and 4. Look at the charts and ask the question about both of them, Chuck and Dora, okay? Right, okay, next we are moving on to pronunciation. Excuse me. Okay, pronunciation. Okay, so I'm going to read. Please notice the intonation of the questions when I ask the questions. Where, what happens. Okay, and repeat after me. Do you like pizza? Do you like pizza? Can you see the intonation, the sound of my voice, the high and the low? It goes like pizza, like pizza. It goes down and up in the words like pizza. Do you, straight, like pizza? Right, okay. Let's look at number 2. Do you like Chinese food? Their intonation goes down and up in Chinese food. Do you like Chinese food? Good. Okay, let's look at number 3. What kind of food do you like? So the intonation changes in do you like? Straight, and then the sentence changes. What kind of food do you like? Good. 4. What kind of ice cream do you like? And the intonation falls on do you like? Okay, so you can go on the online book, or you can go to my voice as I was reading, go back, listen again, and repeat, okay? And make sure that the intonation is correct. Okay, good job. Next, we're going to go to the next page, which is listening, page 19. Okay, so as you see, page 19, we have the menu, Cafe Italia, Japanese Garden. These are the names of the restaurants. And the last one is My Diner. So I want you to take your pencils or pen and write on top. Here, what kind of food do you think this is? Yes, it's Italian. So you will write Italian food. And Japanese garden, food from Japan, what do we call that? Yes, Japanese food. Good. And then My Diner, food from America, what do we call it? Yes, American food. Okay, good. I want you to write that down. Okay, so and then we have the menus from each of these restaurants. Okay, right. So look at all these foods that are here, and if there is a food that you don't know, check the meaning of the words online that you don't know. Okay, so I think most of them, it's something that we know. Teriyaki, maybe you have to check that one. Okay, and then number 2, you will listen and look at the pictures and which restaurants are the people in. Which restaurants are the people in? So remember, I told you Italian restaurant, Japanese restaurant, American restaurant. Then you will decide, okay, which restaurants, and you write it down. A, what restaurant is this? B, da 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 da. C, da 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 da. Okay, so it's very easy. So write the restaurant name. Okay. And then next you will do number 3. Number 3, listen again. Okay, you have to do the listening, right? For number 2 and number 3. So you need to go to the online book and go to the listening part. Listen again, and what do they order? Circle the food on the menu. So you in this restaurant, you will say, what did they order? Circle the food, okay? That you can hear from the listening. Okay, great job. Don't do number 4, okay? You don't have to do number 4 today. Okay, now we're going to go to our workbook and we will turn to page 12. Page 12. Okay. Page 12, and we are going to be doing number 3. Okay, we're going to be doing number 3 because number 1 and 2 you finished for the last homework. Okay, number 3, use the simple present words and write the questions. Okay, so you can see the sentence is not in the correct order. You put it in the correct order, but using the present tense. Okay, so number 1 example is already, it says you like noodles. Then you will add do for all your questions. Okay, do you like noodles? Okay, so you will do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you finish writing the sentence correctly, now you go to the box at the bottom. Here, the box at the bottom. Then you will answer questions about yourself. Okay, so number 1 is, do you like noodles? So if your answer is yes, then you write yes, I do, or no, I don't. And then number 2, does your teacher like Okay, so I helped you there. I'm not supposed to help you. So I'm your teacher, or you can use a man teacher, whatever, and guess if they like the food in number 2 here. Okay, then number 2 question, then you will answer, does your teacher like da 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 da, and then you write. And then you fill in all the answers, okay? Oh, the answers here. These are the questions, the answers here. Okay, the answers are in the box and the questions are in number 3. Okay, good job, everybody. I will see you in lesson 14. Fantastic. Goodbye.